3000 GT seat cover removal and install. The problems I had taking the actual seat apart. Now I'm going to show you, so this will save someone else some time. These things here, figuring those out, all you have to do is squeeze these together. They're down in the seat. They come straight through the top. You squeeze the top of it together, you wiggle it until it comes out. That's how I got it out. That's how it works. And this thing here was a pain in the rear end. Now there's a little clip I'm going to show you. There's that little groove right there. And on here, well, yeah, this is the top backrest. And if you see, it's pointed this way. Actually, it's wrong. It goes this way. Goes like this, and it slides down in there. Now this little thing right here, you have to get up in there, and it's a pain in the rear end. You have to get up in there around the stuff without tearing your foam all to pieces. And of course, if you're replacing your seat covers, you don't have to worry about ripping the seat covers. But anyway, that's all it does is this thing here. You got to push out on this and then just keep turning this and wiggling it till it comes out. That's how I got it out. So it won't turn all the way because you got this little slit that slides down in this thing. But once it gets up out of there, you'll be able to spin it back and forth and get it out of there. I'm going to lube this thing before I even put it back in there. Put a little bit of grease on it because it doesn't turn the best. But all you have to do is that little lever thing right there. You just pull out on it. And that actually will come clear off, but I'm going to leave it on there so I don't lose it. But yeah, it's a pain in the rear end. If you're going to do it, expect that. And then, of course, you see my seat's all rusted, the metal. Just the way they do things. I'm going to actually end up coating my seat frame real nice. Put some stuff on it I got for rust. But that's what I'm going to do with that. But the main thing how to get started is take your whole seat thing off the back. There's 4 bolts holding it. And this thing here is the backrest. It hooks into the side of the seat. So you have to pry a little prong loose, pop this thing off. And that's all you have to do. That connects and these 2 bolts here that connects the back to the bottom. So that's not that big of a problem. You can if you're do any kind of mechanic work, that's basically all you'll know once you see it what you have to do. And your 2 bolts that hold the backrest on, they'll go in this. You got your 4 bolts that hold your seat rail onto your bottom part over here. You can see it's all rusted. So, yeah, it just hooks into these 4 bolts. You take that off. The bottom will pull right off. And then you just start cutting your hog rings. And you have to be real careful because, see, I don't know how they put these things together. It has to be an easier way than I'm going to have to put it together. Because, I mean, I could barely get in there to cut the hog rings. Keep cutting and folding until I get to things. I don't know how I'm going to actually get in there and actually get the hog ring pliers. This is the ones I've got actually in there to actually going to be able to, because it don't even look the same. Like you can't even see. They have to go around this way. So I don't know. Maybe I've got the wrong pair of things. I don't know. I'm going to have to look around, see if I can't. This is going to stay like this until next weekend I'll probably pull the driver's seat. Now it's going to be fun because it's got the lumbar support and all your whatever. This thing here comes in. So it's going to be a little bit hectic. But that's what I've learned. And another thing is, what I'm going to tell you, it's 4 minutes already. Get you some of this. And what I did is where that metal rod that goes in here, because that's the only thing that holds your seat cover in these certain areas. So if that rips out, you're pretty much screwed. So what I did is I sprayed some glue all the way and let it soak into the foam. That way it'd make it a little bit more stiffer there. These right here are weak spots because if you see there's nothing here. The fabric actually goes in here. So these are going to be weak, and you can see they're cracked. I'm going to hit them a few times with this. It's still wet, but with this glue right in here, pull it apart a little bit, spray it, and then have something hold it together like that. Same thing I'm doing over here, and just let it set and stiffen up. So hopefully that'll strengthen that. But yeah, you expect the worst when you pull these off, because you gotta think this thing's 30 years old and it's a 92, and she's seen her better days. Now, I'll do an update video, so if you want to follow the idea I've got, I'm going to put a little bit, about 1 inch foam over top of these little sections to make it a little bit more soft and puffed out. So in case my material is a little loose, it'll take up that slack, because you never know how your custom seatings, your seat material is going to actually fit. So got any comments, any advice about something to make it easier to be doing these hog rings? Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a comment. I appreciate you watching.